Supreme Rising. It's your sister from another Mr. Lovely Fly Shy, and I am back with another one. I hope you all are in good spirits. I'm currently beginning my day early with you all. I currently beat the sun up, so woo woo. There's something about beating the sun up. There's something about getting just getting a head start, like a jump start on your day that really sets the tone for your day. I've been noticing. I was actually, I'm a funny person. I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that later before I even get into that. Anyway, Grand Rising, you guys, once again, welcome back. So, as you can see by the title, all right, we finna get up close and personal. We're about to talk about some things. I've been wanting to address this, but in a manner of, being transparent, being authentic, but also respectful, because it's just an open topic of discussion. But I also feel like this is very detrimental for the younger generation to hear. So if you have a younger sibling, a younger cousin, a younger whatever, family member, relative, friend, someone like that's a part of the whole, I guess you could say, the Gen Z, younger millennials kind of stuff, those that are up and coming, and are highly impressionable by society's, I would say by societal trends. And I would like to touch on why I don't follow trends, or when it comes to society and societal expectations, I am a nonconformist. I've been this way ever since I've had breath in my body. But, so again, the title, we're going to talk about BBLs, plastic surgery, and the epidemic that I see that is growing, especially in the Black community. And it's funny because, well, you know what, I'm going to make that statement. I'm going to make that statement later. I was going to say something, but I'm going to make the statement here later. But anywho, when it comes to plastic surgery, admittedly, back in 2020, I was about ready to get a BBL. For those of you who remembered, back in 2020, it was a very significant year for me. I had, gone to jail, which then led me in rehab, where I had spent 6 months at. And the sober life, child, I gained so much weight. I'm probably gonna drop a picture. I don't even care. I want you guys to see my journey, the true, raw, authentic, me. So I'm probably gonna insert that picture. But child, please, I was going through it, y'all. I was going through it. I was like, I'm finna go get me a BBL because this ain't cutting it, And it was like I wasn't losing weight. I had hit 200 plus, you guys, 200 plus pounds. I was like, oh my God, I feel, I feel fat, I feel ugly, that's how I felt. So I definitely had some insecurity issues surrounding my body. We're also going to get into body shaming as well. So for those of you who don't know, I just feel like this is just critical to mention because it goes along with the story. But, I'm naturally big chested, big breasted. And that has kind of been, over the years, something that I've struggled with because of the attention that I receive from my breasts, when I'm not even looking for that. But it's I'm not going to hide my body. I'm not saying hide my body. There's certain tops that I'd like to wear, what I'm wearing now. It's not too much. It's not like my nipples are about to fall out, for God's sake. But the fact of the matter is, the whole point that I'm trying to make is just, I understand the insecurities relating around one's body and the expectations, the different trends that, young women see, and just women in general see on TV with the celebrities and the agendas and propagandas that they push, And so I get it, but you see, it took me a long time to really accept who I am. And I believe I made this critical decision last year, during the dark night of my soul aspect. If you all are not familiar with Dark Night of the Soul, I believe I've talked about it, but if you guys would like me to talk about it, drop a comment and let me know, and I'll get more in detail about what that is, what it entails, and things like that. But I just finally came to the conclusion where I was like, you know what? If no one is going to accept me for who I am, if no one is going to love me in the way in which I love myself, if no one is going to value me, if no one, and I'm not saying like this is permanent, but I was just speaking from past tense, that's how I was feeling then. So I was just like, if no one sees any worth in me, I'm going to see that in myself first. Because I knew that had I had gone forth with getting any forms of surgery, I knew there would still be some insecurities still lying there. And one would have to admit, especially, those women who have had these surgeries would have to admit that the insecurities and the self-esteem issues still persist, even after, enhancing their bodies. And I don't have any judgment or any hate. Okay, so this is no shade for those of you who may come across this and you have a BBL, but I just think it's important for me to get this video out, because there's young, beautiful, of all, races, creeds, colors, of young women coming up that can be the next engineers, or the next presidents, the next, the next somebody, the next scientist, the next revolutionist, the next freedom writer, the next motivational speaker. You don't know who these women are becoming, and just some of the stuff that I see idolized and popularized on social media, it's disgusting. I have 2 daughters, and I try to do my best with, shielding them like from the internet aspect, which is why I rarely like, posting my kids. I mean, only because I just know the internet. I've seen, like I said, some very disgusting things on the internet, and people are just weird, and I just don't trust it like that with my kids. But needless to say, I know that my daughter sees certain things, and that peaks and cues at a child's at their minds and their curiosity, and I remember when I was coming up, when I was a teenager, this was like back in 2010, 2011 and on, and Nicki Minaj was very popular, and I love Nicki Minaj, by the way. But like, I used to look up to her so much. I would be like, oh my God, when I get grown, I'm getting a body just like that. Like, all you gotta do is just get some money and go get your body done, and that's it. Like, and you just be bomb, like, But I know that there's more to it. Okay, I feel like surgery is not the answer to overcoming, low self-esteem or low self-worth, low self-confidence, things of that nature. I mean, if you're doing it for yourself, and it's really for you, you really don't give a damn whether, a man looks your way or a woman looks your way, whatever, I don't know. But you don't really care. It's not about the opinions of others. It's about, soothing self. But I don't know, I'm so spiritual, you all. I just don't believe in plastic surgery. I don't believe in changing what God created. I know people are that's probably like, but I'm not saying it from a place of hate or no shade, but I just don't want to change what God has created. Like, even with me, like, I've been having severe back pain, and I've been like holding off going to the doctor because I'm like, I don't want surgery. Like, I think a part of it also is because I'm deathly afraid of it, and it's just like, I don't know, I love myself, all right? Excuse my language, you all, but I love myself, all right? I don't want to change what it is that the Most High is in the building and in the preparation stages of, all right? Because, I'm hearing like your body as a woman doesn't take its full peak between the ages of like 25 to 28. Like, child, I done went through so many different phases. Like, my body fluctuated so much over the years. I used to be this, due to different things, just like dealing with depression, stress, different things like that. Called myself going vegan. That was a fail. But anyway, I always tickle people when I tell them this story, because I was vegan, me and my daughter, she was 2 at the time. This is when we were in our first apartment. I thought I was just like, I was on top of the world then. But, well, I still am, but let me stop. Like, this is the Leo coming out of me. You guys, I'm honestly just being humorous, so don't take me like, But anyhow, my daughter and I, we called ourselves going vegan. We would make like cabbage wraps with rice, and I get the Bragg's amino acids. I had all the mushrooms, avocado, the radishes. I had all the vegetables. I thought I was big pimpin'. Oh, but anyway, I thought I was popping, y'all. So anyway, child, I had a relapse at Wingstop. I must have went to Wingstop one day and pigged out. Like, I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, I was just beginning to crave meat again. But I'm also like weaning myself back off of meat, because I feel like for us spiritual beings, for us energy beings, or light workers, I don't think meat doesn't, because we're so like with our empathy. Like, I was out of town and I literally drove past a ranch or like a farm with all these cows on it, and I just said randomly, I was like, why do we have to eat meat? Okay, I know I'm getting a little off topic, you guys, but anyway, the whole point that I'm trying to make is I just went through so many different stages as it pertains to my body, and I know that I'm still growing, like, but I'm still working on it, like, naturally though. I do a lot of walking, you guys know that. I don't know, walking just calms me down. Like, it does. It really does. I'll just get in my head, I'll start thinking something, and I'm like, okay, I got it. That's when I get my downloads and whatnot. But yeah, like, when it comes to this generation, like this up and coming generation, and just this era that we are in now, I just definitely feel like we are doomed. I don't see many women who are comfortable living in their skin, who are comfortable living in their truth, like, who are comfortable accepting their flaws. Like, yes, there's things I'm going to improve about myself, but like, not body wise, it's like, oh well, body wise, yes, but naturally, but aside from that, it's like, I just wish, I don't know, I guess things were different. Like, I just hate to see because I remember being a teenager and I was very, very insecure. I was very insecure as a teenager. And it didn't help that I was consistently, verbally and mentally abused throughout those years. As it, came to my looks, like, I thought I was really like ugly or something, like, because you'll look at TV and you look at all this Photoshop, all this surgery, you don't know how much editing and lighting and all these bomb behind cameras it took for that person to get that perfect picture. But aside from all that, it's just, I don't know, I've just really come to this place and space where I love who I am. When it comes to body shaming, I remember there's been so many people that have tried to body shame me about my breasts, making me feel like, oh, you're just trying to get attention. Like, I'm not trying to get attention. You know how many times, like, I have been aggressively harassed by men that think just because I'm wearing something like this, a nice dress, it's actually really like a classy dress. Like, hold on, let me try to show it to you guys. Like, it's just, nice little dress, okay? Or whatever. I need a belt, because y'all, as y'all can see, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm feeling so goofy this morning. But anyway, so I'm gonna have to cinch this though, because your girl, we get there, God ain't down with me yet. But I just think it's important though, to respect who you are, because I feel like a lot of the girls that I've encountered with all of these surgeries, they are still very insecure. And then even, I want to say even when it pertains to like luxury stuff, like materialism, people feel as if just because you don't have those things, they feel like, oh, well, of course they think they're better, but they just feel like there has to be something wrong with you because you don't want that, or you don't believe in that. But like, I don't know, when you're chosen, you're just set apart. Like, you see things at face value, you see them for what it really is. I realize that all of this is just merely an illusion. That's why I never wanted to compete, where it is that I don't compare when it comes to these trends. All right, I am the trend, I set trends, I create trends, right? But like, it's just, it's interesting to see the change in dynamic, like comparing the women from like the 90s to the 2000s, like the millennial and Gen Z's, it's like a huge disconnect. And I understand times change, times evolve and things, but back to the body shaming, like I feel like if you're a so-called, even though I don't like when we refer to ourselves as black, y'all gonna have to peep some further videos down below. If y'all some real OGs, y'all gonna check out the videos down below to understand my perspective. We're gonna talk about that a little more on this channel as well. But I just feel like referring to yourself as black is so derogatory, and it was meant, that was for a reason, all right? We were not meant to be lack, okay? Be lack, B-L-A-C-K, be lack, we were meant to be more, all right? Be more. So, anyways, some brothers, I'm not referring to all y'all, right? But this is who it pertains to. This is who is guilty of it. Some brothers would literally pass up, a natural sister, or they will try to jump on this bandwagon. They got the googly eyes for these big booty Judies, which is fine. Everybody is entitled to their own preference, okay? But it's like, even then they're not satisfied, because if like you doing all that for a man, you getting all these surgeries and stuff, and this man still stepping out with Keisha, Felicia, Tisha, but it's like, I don't know, it's like they make you feel like, oh well, if you don't have a big booty, like you must not be black. Like, how are you black without a big booty? Like, it's crazy. And then also, I seen this statement on Twitter. I wish I can find it. Gosh, I'd have to go through my tweets, and I don't really feel like doing all that. But this woman, or I think, yeah, it was a woman, she tweeted something along the lines of, she just thinks it's crazy and weird how these black women are running to go pay for a surgery that is based off of their, natural body's archetype, because back then, when, the big boot, like the naturally big booties and thighs and hips and breasts, all that was seen as to be ghetto. You were fat. But now it's the thing. Now you got all different types of races running to try to get this body archetype, which is, most commonly seen on the black woman, right? But I was like, that's some real stuff right there. It is kind of weird. Like, I've seen women get surgery who didn't even need it. Like, literally. They were just fine the way they were. I seen that. I realized that they were just fine the way they were, but they didn't see that. They didn't realize that. And you really have to come to that point of self-acceptance. That's what this whole journey is about. But not everyone is on this journey. But I share these key points, and I make these statements because it's like, I don't know, like, what is this world to come, you all? The next 10 to 15 years, there's going to be another trend. Now there's females that got these big badonkadonks. Now they getting these surgeries, getting this stuff removed to opt for more of a a natural look or something. So that's why I was like, I'm not competing with that. Like, we got the BBLs today. It's gonna be ab surgery. It's gonna be hip surgery. This extension, that extension. Child, please. Baby, you gonna accept me as I am, child. I'll be damned. I am not doing all that to try to appease to no man, first off. And I'm not doing that to appease and try to uphold society and follow society's propagandas and agenda. And so, damn it, I say twice. Damn it. Y'all, I'm just talking my mess this morning. In a good way, though. I just think it's important for women to love who they are. I want to encourage women to love who they are, accept who you are. If you were a BBW, you bomb in my eyes. If you slim thick, you bomb in my eyes. If you skinny, petite, whatever, you're bomb in my eyes. If you're big breasted, big booty, naturally, whatever you out for. If you got a BBL, you bomb in my eyes. All right, this isn't to shade or demean or anything like that, degrade, but what about our little people coming up? Screw them, huh? Like, what examples are we setting? Like, what substance? Like, I get so tired. That's why Instagram is just a no for me. Twitter and YouTube, like, I'm literally just over Instagram. I really am, because it's so gimmicky. It's so fake. Everybody posing the same. Everybody got the same kind of clothes, and like the same aesthetic. Like, who is being their self these days? That is the point I'm making. That is where I'm at. And it's like, individuals who have and share these same viewpoints, will be looked at as, oh, you're mad or something like this. And it's not about being mad. It's about understanding that the purpose is bigger. All right? How are we trying to complain about what's going on in our community if we're not doing anything to make it better? Y'all making all these other people rich. But by the year 2030, the median income for the Black American will be 0. And y'all asking me why I ain't got no designer, why I don't like wearing designer, why I don't have a BBL, why won't I go get my boobs stacked up here looking like Pamela Anderson because I'm okay with my natural body. Why won't I go and go under the knife to try to appease to you? Make it make sense. And it's funny because you can do all that and people will still have something to say about you. They will still hate. You'll get a BBL, your boobs done, your what else they do? Like your face or something, like your nose, or what was they doing, lips and whatever else they do, the fillers, Botox, I don't know, whatever. It's so much stuff they're coming out with nowadays. You could do all that, lo and behold, and it's still gonna be like, you still have, like, until your insides is right, you still ain't gonna be right. You still gonna feel a certain type of way. You still gonna be getting cheated on. It's just like, whoa. And then the men who like, because I was seeing some guys go in on somebody on Twitter talking about, and some brothers too, like how we got our own brothers, like, that's another story for another topic for a different day. But the whole point is, like, you clowning on a sister that's choosing to be who she is, like, for one that's paying to go and change who she is because she can't accept herself as she is. But, so you all, this stuff here in society, it does get real. But, you got people like me that's going to keep it real with you. I know my truth. It ain't going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm not on that bandwagon, okay? I'm not living that life, okay? I'm living my life for me. And I want to inspire other people to live theirs for themselves too. And I certainly want to appeal towards the younger generation. Oh my God, the younger generation, okay? And I just want to show you guys that you can be yourself. It's okay to come out of your shell. It's okay to, live in your light. All right, you don't have to feel like you got to follow all these trends. Oh, and that's the other thing, is TikTok. I feel like ever since TikTok been out, everywhere you go, you got people just like, and that's okay, but it's like, dang, I would like to see people doing their own thing. Like, make up your own dance. Like, if you gonna do something, like, do your own thing. Go about it in your own way. Y'all see me, like, I don't come off as anyone else because I'm me. All right, I've been this way since I had breath in my body, baby. Since birth, right? So, needless to say, this message was certainly for someone today. Somebody was thinking about, forget it. This man, he keep talking about my weight. He, we just had a baby together and I ain't bounced back fast enough. Now you feeling like you want to go get a BBL and this and that. Like, for what? And then the sad part is, whole time you get this surgery and you still be insecure. I don't understand that. That's why I've accepted myself at my lowest points, my highest points, no makeup, whether I was low-key fat, whether I was big, whether I was this, whether I was that, baby. I'm me at the end of the day, and that's all I can be. And most importantly, I'm constantly evolving and growing. So, I do hope this message touched someone today. Again, please be sure to share it with, a friend, a family member, a relative, a coworker, spouse, lover, husband, wife. I don't care who you share it with. Just share it with some people for me, please, and thank you. But yeah, it's enough. Like, stop with the body shaming, okay? Stop with the trying to make people feel like they're less than because you got to do all this to try to look like something that you're really not. Like, that's just not cool to me. It's not. Like, the catty behavior must stop. Like, don't look down on anyone who actually is confident when you have to fake it. It's quite comical, really. But yeah, I'm trying to see, did I have any other point that I want to make? Because sometimes, like, after I end the videos, you all, I'm like, damn it, I forgot to say, but I'm like, forget it, I'll just say it again another day in another video. All right, well, that was it. So please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace, love, and light.